Hello, today we're going to be solving system equations. There's three ways of doing it: substitution, elimination, or matrices, Gauss Jordan elimination. First, we're going to start with the ones that you start off doing in ninth grade, substitution. It's not as bad as you think. You want to just replace an available. For example, if you want to solve for y equals 4x minus 9, then you substitute for y equals x minus 3. Y equals x minus 3. Now, we can do it algebraically and set x equals y plus 3, but it's already substituted. So now we plug y into do that. Get x minus 3 equals 4x minus 9. Add 3 both sides because I like numbers being on one side and cancel out. And then subtract the variables from this side. Minus 4x. Get negative 3x equals minus 9 plus 3 is negative 6. Excuse the handwriting, but this is like a 3. 3x equals negative 3x equals negative 6. And this is not your final answer. I just don't want you guys to be confused. Divide negative 3 both sides. And x equals 2. X equals 2. Now you plug in x both sides. Let's see. Y equals 2 minus 3. Y equals negative 1. Ah, dang it. Negative 1. Now, y equals 4 times 2 minus 9 equals, you guessed, y equals negative 1. Basically, if you want to solve for this, substitute y with something at the bottom like this because you're substituting for something else. You know when you didn't do it right when they both cancel out. For example, if a substitute, let's just say y equals this with y equals this, you know when you're not doing it right when they both cancel out and end up being 0. Let's see, 4x minus 9 equals 4x minus 9. Add 9 both sides. Subtract 4 both sides. Oh, 0 equals 0. Means that there was no solution, but that's not true because you saw the solution is 2 and 1, negative 1. These are the solutions right there. You know when you do it incorrectly, whenever it ends up being 0. At least for this case, at least. Now try to solve the next problem. Take a moment to pause the video and try to solve it. Hence, you can do it any way you want. Okay, for better reference, as long as it's substitution, you can do it any way you want. But it doesn't really matter how because you have to plug things in anyway. I'm assuming that you paused the video already. Now, me personally, to make it more simple, I would solve the top. I would want to solve for the top part, but substitute the bottom part. Now, do I want to do the x or do I want to do the y? I don't know what to choose. So, for simplicity reason, I'm going to use random numbers. I'm going to flip a coin. If heads, I will choose y. If x, I'll choose tails. Oh, tails is x. Ready? Go. Oh, so I guess I have to solve for y then. So now, 8y, you should have 2x both sides equals negative 2x. Now you divide 8 both sides. Divide by 8. And as if you understand fractions or whatever, you know that there would be negative 1/4. If you guys don't know, I'm sorry. Because I don't know how to make proofs of fractions yet. Or at least for this purpose video, I'm gonna stick with substitution and stuff. Y equals this. So because you know y equals that, then now we got x plus 7 times negative 1/4 x equals 0. Do the FOIL method, x plus negative 7/4 x equals 0. X minus 7/4 x equals 0. Now you get, to make it more simple, I'm going to have the 16/4 x. 16/4 x minus 7/4 x. Because I don't want to pull out a calculator unless I have to. 7/4 x. They're both are 4, so it'll be 16 minus 7. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So I get 9/7. I hope I'm doing it right. Or 9/4. So yeah, you get 9/4 x. The 16 minus 7 is 9 equals 0. In order for that to be true, x has to equal 0. Because you can actually see that right there. And when x equals 0, y equals 0. Oh, look! You can already see that that's a solution. When x is 0, y is 0. And that's a solution. Look over here. 0 plus 7 times 0 equals 0. Or 2 times 0 minus 8 times 0 equals 0. And you got your answer right there. This is all for the video. Have a nice day. There's a lot of practice problems you can probably use on the line, because I literally pulled stuff from online to use those, because you don't want to just use any problems, because that would be difficult. Or it'd be take multiple steps. See you in the next video.